Oh, that's a great question. I work primarily with men who have sex with women. We do work with some queer men as well, but just so that your audience knows, that's who we're talking about. And I actually started out my journey working with survivors of sexual abuse. And I think one of the first things that surprised me was how many men and boys are survivors of sexual abuse and trauma. And I am very familiar with girls and women because I am a woman and I have lots of women friends. And I think so. One of the things that surprised me was, whoa, this affects a lot of men, boys, young men, and adult men as well. And I would say on the sort of hopeful front or the recovery front, I think something that has continually surprised me, whether it's working with men or couples or whoever, is how resilient people really are. And that when we do get the right support, when we get the right somatic therapy or coaching, or really usually it's all of the above, and the right community support, all of that coming together, how resilient we actually are and how much we can actually metabolize and come through and thrive on the other side of. I think you're sort of a shining example of that yourself, but I think that's something that has continually surprised me, is how quickly people can grow and in to such an extent. I've witnessed pretty tremendous transformations in the men that I've worked with and the couples that I've worked with. And that's been encouraging to see it sort of build over the years as well, because by this point I've worked with enough people where now, folks are getting married, having children, building families, and I'm witnessing the whole thing. And just, it's incredible when we do our work, when we do our own transformational growth work, how much that ripples out. I mean, I watch our men respond differently and show up differently in their families, meaning with their family of origin, with their parents, siblings, at work, obviously in their dating relationships. And it's pretty incredible. Just the ripple in the pond effect is something that continually surprises and delights me.